Welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Bol out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Williams is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Wagner in at the 3. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
Now here's Booker. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. 5 to shoot. And he drops that one in.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker, getting it away just in time.
Here's Daniels. Booker defending. Daniels passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Oh, power it down, Devin.
And here's New York now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Whitmore. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Outside Eason from downtown. Bol grabs the board. Here's New York. And Mark Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. There's a screen by Bol. Fires for 3. The shot no good.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Williams. Back to Eason. Inside. Here's Booker. Bol grabs the board.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Ayton passes to Daniels. Ayton, a screen on Booker. Back to Ayton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Ayton's got his second basket of the game. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Up top, Booker. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. 6 to shoot from the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Ayton, a screen on Booker. Daniels passes to Ayton. Williams grabs the board. And Booker's got the ball here for Indiana. Eason, a screen on Bol. Booker for 3. And it's Booker again missing. Booker approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Wagner with a steal. On the wing, Whitmore. Launches a 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Outside Booker. Pass to Eason. Now here's Wagner. He's watched by Kuminga. And it's Wagner missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Daniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. So they take the lead.
Bold, more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Outside Whitmore. Back to Booker. And the layup is good off the glass. Booker's got 6 points.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Daniels misses.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that. He gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Najee, he's checked in for Williams. Toppin comes in for Eason. Strother's checked in for Whitmore. And Sasser subbed in for Booker. Now here's Wagner. No made baskets yet. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Now Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. New York shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting for New York, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Indiana making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Curry, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Toppin, a screen on Kuminga. Here's Wagner. Called in by Curry. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Kuminga for 3. The Pacers pull it in.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Wagner. And the bucket is good. Wagner's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Really good quickness in transition that time from Wagner, using those long strides to cover ground quickly.
Curry's shot is off. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Martin. The Knicks is now 1 for 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Wagner. Can't hit from the elbow. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Here's Exum. They've got Devin Booker. Zeke Najee out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's Strother in at small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Williams a screen on Booker. Exum passes to Williams. Here's Connect. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Exum. Offline with a 3. Pass to Najee. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. And the Pacers lead by 1. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Curry looking it over. There's a screen by Kuminga. The 3-ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Curry from deep 3-point land. Indiana with a rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
Now here's Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Indiana leading. Toppin outside. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. It's Booker on the wing. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Najee. No good from outside. The Knicks have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Booker against Curry. Oh, Curry takes the contact and hits it anyway.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
To the inside. Blocked! And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. 4-3. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Misses the wing 3. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. Sasser gets the bucket. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Now a timeout called by New York. Some changes for Indiana. Eason comes in for Toppin. And Franz Wagner subbed in for Sasser. Jackson, he's checked in for New York. Curry against Booker. Jackson with a screen on Booker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw foul.
Thompson, he's checked in for New York. And he sinks the second. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the wing, right side. Back to Whitmore. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Daniels is checked in for Stephen Curry.
One shot. Whitmore.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Daniels, that one's true.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Left side, Booker. Looking to get it going. Second shot opportunity. Leaps for it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Sasser's checked in for Indiana.
Number 25, Marcus Sasser.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Daniels. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Sasser outside. Pass to Williams. Outside Whitmore. Now Sasser. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson with a screen on Wagner. No good on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Back to Sasser. Outside Eason. Beyond the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Daniels. Sasser defending. New York again can't hit. Pacers leading by 3. Eason with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Sasser outside. All alone. Rebounded by Daniels.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Eason. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Williams, a screen on Bol. Here's Eason. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Thompson. They've got numbers. Ahead. That shot is off. Eason with some nice D.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Williams against Thompson. Rejected by Bol.
You've got to be aware of Bol. He's got a 7'8" wingspan. If you are anywhere near him, back up even more to make sure you can get that shot off. It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Wagner, the pass to Williams. Here's Sasser. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead, leading by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm alongside Coach Rick Carlisle. Defensively, you are slowing them down. What can you say about
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Dyson Daniels. Bol out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Outside Easton. Back to Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Bol. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. And Booker's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 3-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With this 3-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Booker after the basket by New York. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called, the Knicks. New York making a switch here. Curry's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
And so it's Indiana with it after the basket by New York on the other end.
Yet known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Both free throws good from Booker.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Curry against Booker. Curry passes to Ayton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ayton's got 6 here in the quarter.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Left side Williams. Pass to Wagner. Outside Whitmore. Williams with the screen. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside Curry. Bol, a screen on Booker. Lets a floater go. There's the block. Right side Whitmore. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Bol.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Daniels. Indiana with a rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. It's Booker on the wing. And it's New York with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
To the middle. And they recover it. Outside Curry. Knocked loose. Wagner with a steal. He goes up, and the finish on the break with the slam.
Getting it done at both ends. Franz Wagner from Germany doing it in the US of A.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Ayton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ayton's got 12 points.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Eason. So New York going with almost an entire new group here.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Knicks. They trail by 7. Pass to Whitmore. Up and in on the layup. Whitmore's got his third basket on the night right there.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Wagner outside. Whitmore with it. Three-pointer. Williams controls the rebound and the putback.
This has been the reoccurring theme of the second half. Inconsistency getting stops.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Williams. Booker against Williams. Pass to Exum. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Williams. Shoots over Booker. No good, off the front rim.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Pass to Toppin. Williams in the post. Williams defending. Solid defense from Williams.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Williams a screen on Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending him.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
New York making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. On the wing, Curry. The three is up. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Pass to Martin. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Getting elevated is something Toppin has no problem with. Give him airspace at your own peril.
Jackson the screen. And here's Curry for three. And again, New York with the triple.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
There's a screen by Toppin. Wagner for three. No good on the buzzer beater. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Pacers. Hunt. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Marcus Sasser is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Toppin. Then it's Zeke Naji. And it's Strother in at the 3. Small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Three-pointer, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Toppin is a skywalker. Obi, insane verticality.
The 3 from Curry. The offensive rebound. Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And Williams drops them both. Indiana leading by 7. Now here's Booker. Toppin outside. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Indiana's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. The 3. Sasser can't hit.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Indiana making a switch here. Whitmore's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Shot from the inbound. And the layup is good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Whitmore goes in. Toppin finds Booker. And it's Indiana scoring again.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Toppin, a screen on Kuminga. Here's Strother. No good on the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside Whitmore. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. A nice shot by Toppin.
Well, making threes is vital for Toppin, developing his stretch big skill.
Here's Daniels. Sasser defending. There's a screen by Bowl. 18 feet out. Indiana with a rebound. Right side Booker. Baseline jumper. Another one falls for Indiana.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And Indiana with some changes. Williams is checked in for Toppin. Eason comes in for Sasser. And Franz Wagner's subbed in for Strother. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Curry's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. And coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. BA?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Pacers.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Booker's shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Knicks trail by 9. Ayton, the screen on Booker. Curry passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Outside Whitmore. Curry with a steal. Out to the right wing. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers from 12 feet. And it's New York with a rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Launches it. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 11. That's tipped. To the inside. Crafty move. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 9.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
New York, again, can't hit. And Booker's got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Williams. Wagner outside. Now here's Booker. Here's Eason. Shot clock at 5. Now Williams. Here's Whitmore outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's. Curry passes to Bowl. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Knicks making a change here.
That is your Pacers record dance crew. Make some noise.
Indiana leading by 9. Wagner finds Eason. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bowl. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll push the lead to double digits. New York has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Daniels. Here's Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Mark Williams.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Pacers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here's Bibby. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Yep. Lead by 12.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration.
24 seconds left in the fourth.
Knicks foul. Daniels. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. 2 shots. Mike Bibby.
And he drops the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
Strawford. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Daniels taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. So it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And